Good morning. I have been thinking of doing this for a while now, and I've never gotten into it until now. By the way, my name is Gina, and welcome to my channel. It's been years that in my head I was doing everything that was necessary to do to find the solutions to all the turmoil in my life. And just a little background, I have been married for 30 years to a wonderful man. And in those 30 years, we went through roller coasters, ups and downs. And I could never understand what happened because let me give you, at the beginning, in the courting, he checked off all the boxes that I wanted, most of it, anyways. And after we got married, that first year of marriage was, I can quote, hell on earth. I mean, really, was that bad. And we renewed our vows not to repeat this anymore because otherwise, it's not worth going through it. And it went well. He's a wonderful man. He's just, I guess we were coming from my mom, he was coming from his mom, and two strangers living in a house. It was an adaptation period. However, the one thing that I've always told him is that I would love to have a more emotional intimacy, communication, conversation. And for whatever reason, this man, my husband, my dearest husband, was not able to give it to me. And my preconceived way a man should be blocked me from seeing all the other blessings that he brought. Or actually, I did see all the other blessings that he brought, but however, I wasn't satisfied. And so therefore I probably diminished the other blessings that he brought. And all the ups and downs because of my unsatisfaction brought me to a phase of, God, I need an answer. I need an answer. Out of the 30 years of marriage, so we did 34 years together, 4 years of courting, which that's why I fell in love with him, and 30 years of marriage. And out of the 30 years of marriage, 12 of it was spent, he was ill. He's been ill. And obviously, the illness did not help the issues that I was complaining about prior to that. And so therefore, it got actually worse. It got actually worse. And thank God for God, the Bible, family, a best friend that I have that always kept me in check. In those 30 years, what helped is children. And what the blessings, we have two wonderful boys. And that brought distraction. So therefore, I did not have to be concerned about what I wanted. because all their attention went to the children. However, once the children are grown, they don't need mommy and daddy anymore. And they leave the house. So now we're back to the same issues. So until the root cause is resolved, the issue will always remain. And throughout those years, I've meditated and meditated and meditated. But yet still I couldn't find a peace. I couldn't find resolution. And so here I am today, presenting to you guys my journey. And at the end of the day, what I am realizing, until there is that peace, that peace of God that surpasses all understanding, that stillness in us, until we are able to find it, or not necessarily find it, but to accept it and not to reject it, we will always be in turmoil. Now, life happens. Psalms 23 tells us that you make me rest. We have to learn to rest. We have to learn to be silent. We have to learn to be at peace. Be silent. It is such a powerful word, to be silent. And unless we bring that silence to par, unless we learn to develop ways to be silent, whether it be through nature, whether it be through meditation, which, by the way, when you're in nature, a lot of things we meditate. You see the flowers, you see the trees, you see the birds, you see the butterflies. Listen, you see the still water. Unless we come to that decision, because I read, my girlfriend and I, we were meditating, and we read in Revelations that, and I think it's Revelations chapter 3, I know your name, I know your works, I know that you're alive, comma, but you're dead. That brought me into wait a minute here. What does that mean? You're alive, I know your work, I know your name, but you are dead. And we have to be willing. That brought me to a conclusion of, we have to be willing to be still. Stillness, contemplating the stillness, for us to find ourselves, for us to go through. Because though I walk, that's still Psalms 23, through the valley, I do not fear, because you are with me. But he makes me rest. So there has to be a stillness. There has to be a form of rest for us to be able to move on triumphantly, victoriously. So I will be meditating, going with you guys through my journey, and to help in the goal. That's the goal. Anybody that is going through whatever turmoil in life, to help you and to help us, because I'm still in the process. It's a process. It's not from one day to the next. It's our everyday process, every minute process, every second process, to help us get over that hump. And we'll might find another hump, but then if we develop some good habits of stillness, quietness, we will always triumph. Okay? So God bless you, and I will see you again.